Well, anyway, here we are. We're gonna.
Wait. I'm introing it.
You intro then. Get off your effing intro.
You gotta be quiet first. Alright, welcome back to Dad Skills. Today we're gonna be fixing a weed eater.
Yep.
So what's wrong with this weed eater?
Well, the first thing is these guys up here are supposed to look like this, sticking out of there.
So those are the things that actually...
That's the cutters.
Cutters,
whatever
okay.
they're called. When they wear out, they look like this. And these here are even worse than that. They're completely broken off down to nubs.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's a little bit left of that one.
Okay.
But the rest of these are completely broken off, so it doesn't cut very good when you only have one little tiny stub sticking out. And so we're going to go through the process of changing these out. It's pretty simple, but if you've never done it before, it's like not knowing where the rocks in the creek are.
What?
If you have a placid creek and there's rocks that go all the way across the creek, maybe an inch or two underwater, if you don't know where they are, oh geez, I'm gonna be soaked up to my...
Oh, okay.
So if you know where the rocks in the creek are, you can get out to the other side without getting wet.
Okay.
Well,
I've never used a weed eater at all.
Okay.
So this is all new to me.
Well, maybe around here someplace we got some twine that goes on these things. But as soon as I found out about these guys...
I remember when I was a kid, these used to be like strings. Like...
Yep. That was the original weed eater. The guy used strings on them.
Okay, but now they're...
Well, you can still use the strings.
Okay.
That's what this thing here is for. That's the string cutter. So you can have the string that's, you know, this long, and this thing here trims it down so that it's the right length.
Hmm.
But I don't like the strings because they don't feed very well coming out of the head of these things. They're just a pain in the ass.
So these are better.
Much
these are
better.
What you want to go for? Are
Yep.
they more expensive?
No,
or...
you know, they're relatively cheap. Here, you can get a bag of them for, I don't know, a couple of bucks or a few bucks at the steel store. So anyway, they're held in here with these special screws, and it has a Torex head.
What is this?
Yeah, see it has a Torex head on it. It also has spark plug tools, both sides.
So you gotta unscrew
this, and then you unscrew the other one.
not all the way, just...
Well, it is all the way, it just doesn't
Oh,
come.
I see. Whoa. Yeah, it's coming off.
So you pull those guys out. Now, don't lose these fellas. There's little washers here, and these washers are what allow it to rotate.
Right here?
Yeah, those guys there
Okay.
are what...
Oh! And I lost it.
So they're what allow this fits through here like this, and it spins on that. It's not just spinning on the bolt. This here thing spins freely. It's kind of swedged on there. This thing here is a little bit bigger than the thread, so it doesn't go anywhere. So that goes on there. So this guy here goes down underneath. How does that work now? Oh no, it goes down.
Over. It's over.
Yeah, it goes over like that.
This already doesn't seem like it's fitting anymore.
Yeah, they do.
Okay. So it goes down through...
Down through
like
that.
that.
Yep. So let's get some of the bird's nest out of here so we can have it semi-clean.
Gross. Ah!
Oh, come on. It's just...
I'm allergic to grass.
Oh, well, you'll love doing this then.
This is why I never did this when I was younger. I made Chad do it.
That's why his allergies flare up all the time, eh?
Yeah.
Put that in there. Get rid of these guys. And then you put these in there. Doesn't matter either way. They're
It's the same on both sides.
Same on both sides.
Okay.
Okay, so you get 3 of those guys going. Oops, like that. 1, 2. Kind of got to have an octopus arm here.
Like
to
that?
do that? Yep, that's how they fit.
Okay.
3 of those. It's almost impossible to do this with just 2 hands because there's 3 of these things.
Yeah.
So let's put the 3rd one on there. Okay.
Okay.
And then you take this and you put it back up here. Go ahead and hold that 3rd one on there. And turn it over.
And
line it up in those holes.
How does one person do this?
Yeah, but dogging perseverance.
Get a friend.
Get a friend.
Or your child.
Yeah.
Your child slave.
And then those things screw back in.
What do you used to call us? Chore dwarves?
I heard that, yeah.
Chore dwarves.
Yeah, I can't remember where I heard that, but that was a good name.
Yeah, it was great.
So you screw these things back down in. You don't have to screw them down real hard. You just till they're snug.
Okay.
What we used to call a two-veiner. That means when you're squeezing on something, two veins stick out in your arm. So this is like a one-veiner. You don't want to break them because they're plastic. And you'll feel it kind of bottom out here in the bottom.
Can I do the other one?
Yeah, you do the last one there.
Like that?
That's it.
Okay.
And they're installed.
Wow,
Okay?
that was pretty easy.
You get the right tools and everything, it goes quick.
What's it called again?
That's a Torx wrench.
Torx.
Torx. Or T-wrench. And they come in various sizes. That looks like a T25 or so.
Okay.
And then take this guy here, see if I can kill myself. And this one has, see these little markings here? Right across here, this is choke, open, and that's all there is to it. So let's see how the fuel looks. Ooh, it's under pressure, so.
It smells lovely.
Yep, there's no fuel, or reasonably close to none. So
What kind of fuel do you put in this?
you put mix, and it says oil and gas, and it says, what's that side say? 2-cycle. See that little
Two-cycle.
2-cycle, chainsaw, weed eater.
So label your gas cans.
Label your gas cans, because this is a 2-stroke engine. You put regular fuel in this thing, you will burn the engine up, because it doesn't have a crankcase with oil in it like a 4-cycle engine does. And you add this guy here, 2-cycle oil, you put that in your gas, read the directions, and find out how much is. Usually it's a 50-to-1. So you put this.
Yeah, it says mix 1 gallon of gasoline for a 50-to-1 ratio.
That's what it is. And when you go to the store and you're going to buy your fuel, you put 1 gallon in here, and you put one of these in there, and then you're good to go.
Oh.
Okay?
So this is already
This is
measured
pre-done.
out.
And you don't never ever put regular gas in here without putting this in there. And the best way to do that is have one of these, and you go to the gas store with one of these in hand, pour this in first, and then put 1 gallon and only 1 gallon in there, and you'll be good to go every time.
Did you just say gas store?
Yeah.
You mean the gas station?
Gas pump, whatever you call it.
Okay.
And there's fuel stabilizers you can put in too that helps from evaporating.
Okay.
Ooh, I want to make sure it's good and shook up.
So you already mixed this then?
It's already mixed.
Okay.
If there's fuel in here, it's already been mixed with the 2-cycle oil.
Okay.
Never ever mix the two up, because Grandpa had a nice little chainsaw, a steel chainsaw. He put the wrong gas in, burn her up. And Grandma wouldn't let him have another one. he was getting too old. He's about 75 at the time. He's a few years older than me. And Stacy's real good about that stuff. He screwed up, put regular gas in his saw, and he got a new saw out of it also. So
wow, so
it burns it up almost instantly. If you run 1 tank full of regular gas in a 2-cycle, you burn it up. You won't even get through the tank, and it'll seize, and you've destroyed it. The piston will lock up.
So you just fill it up all the way?
Well, it depends on how long you're going to be doing stuff.
That looks about good. So this is good to go then?
Well, let's test it and see if it'll start. So right here, right down in that black hole down there, is a button.
Okay.
And you push this button several times.
What does that do?
It's a primer button. You push this until it gets a little bit harder to push. Sometimes it may take 10 times. Give her a push.
What is that? What does primer button do?
It pumps fuel into the carburetor. Like this thing was empty, which meant also that the carburetor was empty. So you can sit here for 15 minutes and pull on this and to suck fuel into the carburetor, or you can push this little button and it does it for you.
Oh.
It's just an easy way of doing it.
Okay.
So let's get some earmuffs.
Always wear ear protection.
Okay. So how are we going to do this? You can do it right here. So hold on down here, and we'll see if we can start this thing. So we've primed it. We've got it on choke.
So the choke is closed.
Choke is closed.
Closed, okay.
Okay. There's our on and off button down here. Let's show everybody. Let's see. starts there and stop is that way.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you start this thing, this is the safety lever here, that thing there.
Okay.
It does not allow you to pull this until you pull that.
Okay.
So you can't try to pull that now without doing it.
I'm stuck.
It's stuck.
Locked.
So you got to pull this down,
Okay.
get this to start,
Okay.
and then you let that go. Pull everything in, let it go,
Okay.
and that's start.
Okay.
See, that's start, and then this is run, and that's off.
Oh, okay.
Okay? So that gives you just the right amount of fuel and everything for it to run perfect.
Okay.
Okay? Let's try this guy here now. See if my old arms can do this anymore.
Want me to do it?
Yeah, let me do this. Let me take it down to about half choke. These things flood pretty easy, so let's try it again. Come on, Darwin. I need a little bit of choke still, maybe.
Cool.
Okay, so that one's running pretty well in good shape now. We're
Great.
full on fuel. We got it warm enough to run without being on choke.
So once you kind of get it started a couple times or whatever it is, then you go.
Take it off the
Switch it.
choke.
All right. So let's get to work.
Let's do it.
Thanks, Dad.
All right. Okay, well, these things
Wait,
here.
hold on, we're not done. Haven't even introed yet.
Intro what?
Oh my
I'm
God.
going to intro right here. See these two things?
Dad.